First, just when I thought my Easter was going to be amazing with chocolate, I heard that the beautiful Marina and the Diamonds will be joining me on the show.
Thank you very much. Nice to be back.
I've missed your smiling little face. I knew you were incredibly beautiful, but not this beautiful.
Oh, you charmer.
You're dressed for the summer as well, aren't you?
I am. Dressed for all occasions, because I've actually got a jumper on, but they're very summery colours, aren't they?
Yeah, you're looking very good. How do you spend the summer normally? Do you get a chance to holiday, or you're always working?
I get a week off for holiday. Probably like you guys, to be honest.
A week in the whole year?
Yeah.
It's not a lot, is it?
To be honest, I don't really want to go away. I travel so much, so it's actually nicer to stay at home.
Where do you spend most of your time?
If I'm not on the road? Probably London.
Not America?
Well, actually, 2011, I was almost living there, I guess. I was there for about 4 months, so that's because I was writing the album, though.
What sort of strikes me about you, Marina, is that as well as with the music, you get into a certain style of music, like you say, the 60s or whatever, you also do it as a person, don't you? The way you dress, your style, and everything about you seem to totally get into it. Yeah,
it's important. I think, I don't look anything like this when I'm at home or if I'm, going to Tesco, but... I think it's important when you're, on promotion, stuff like that, because then people understand your vision a lot easier, and the music and the videos and the actual person in real life link up, and you can see what I've come from. So.
Yeah, I get that. Well, listen, I want to talk about your love heart and also about your lyrics. So more with Marina in the next 20 minutes. Tonight on the show, Marina and the Diamonds, who's just rocked up looking awesome. You're totally rocking this look.
Oh, thank you.
What's the little love heart?
Oh, it's Marie Antoinette inspired. It's for singletons everywhere. It's for the broken-hearted.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why it's called Electric Heart. It's about heartbreak.
Have you been through a lot of heartbreak?
Not a lot, but once is enough. So once it happens once, you're like, maybe karma came back around.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Been there several times. Too many times to mention, actually.
Yeah.
Is it hard sometimes? I often wonder, artists like yourself and thinking people like Adele, when you write about heartache, is it sometimes a bit too raw to write about?
Well, I don't know, because Adele's was like, it really was like the classic breakup record, whereas this is more, I wasn't even with somebody. It's more like about the nature of being lonely and whether, humans are meant to be together forever or not. Because if they are, then why do they always break up? I don't know, it's quite hard. I think this is why this is the first time I've ever written about it, and that's why I've made like the whole album about like love in a really kitsch way. I mean, even the name Electra Heart, it was quite drag queen name inspired. I wanted it to sound like a pin-up almost, like a Hollywood pin-up.
Were there any tears shed while you were writing this album?
Nah. I don't get into it that much. I mean, a lot of my songs are really sarcastic. They have a lot of dark humour. Like, I've got a song called Home Wrecker, a song called Bubblegum. So you might have to bleep that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, we'll do. But listen, you're going to perform Prima Donna on YouTube. We'll do that just after 9 o'clock tonight, and we'll talk a little bit more with the beautiful Marina and the Diamonds. What if you go into a room, a boy goes in there with you, turns the lights on, and there are a million teddies in there?
You've been looking at my Twitter. If it was a boy, I'd be thoroughly freaked out. Unless he was like, I bought all of these for you, and then I'd be like, oh.
It's really sweet, I was thinking. It's like a Valentine's Day type thing.
Yeah, but if it was his bedroom.
Welcome to my bedroom with a million teddies.
I'd be concerned.
This was a picture on your Twitter, and there was literally, the room was covered in teddies.
There were like a squillion teddies.
Where was this? Did someone do it to you?
I just Google imaged a million teddies, and that came up.
You weirdo. I thought it was something someone had done for you. I thought someone was being dead romantic. You've been through quite a lot of heartache by the sounds of things, or you've certainly been hurt. How would a guy have to treat you?
Well, I have to say, I think I've had quite a lucky break in regards to love. I've always had lovely boyfriends and always actually remained friends with them, but there's just one troll from hell that I don't care to mention.
At least you're not bitter.
Yeah, at least I'm not bitter about it at all. No. Well, how should a guy treat me? I don't know. I think I like people who have good sense of humour and who are ambitious. People who are hardworking, it doesn't matter like where they've come from or what they do, as long as they want something more for themselves.
And if someone's to take you out on a date, what do you like? Cocktails? Wine?
I don't think I've ever been on a date.
Have you not?
No.
Should we go on a date?
Do you know what I mean? Like an official date. But I would assume I would like to go on the Love Boat, which I saw in The Simpsons. So I don't know if you can actually get that in real life.
Probably can in Vegas. We'll go to
But-
Vegas. There'll be a Love Boat there.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I like cocktails as well.
Cocktails. So if we were to go on a date, what
Yeah.
food would you like?
What food? Italian.
Oh, it's got to be Italian.
Yeah.
Italian and cocktails.
Yeah.
You're going to be quite an expensive date. I can see this much.
Nah, I'm fine with staying in as well and getting a takeaway.
Oh, I like. Well, you best of both worlds then. Listen, we'll talk more in the next 15 minutes of Marina and Diamonds. First, chatting to Marina and the Diamonds tonight. Am I right in thinking on your first album, at times you took over 400 vocal takes?
There was one particular song, yeah.
You're a nightmare for a sound guy.
I know, and I actually don't like the song that much anymore.
Maybe it should have been 800.
Yeah.
You strike me as a real perfectionist, though. Does that ever frustrate you yourself?
Well, I'm probably a nightmare to be with, but
We'll see how this date goes.
I don't know. I think that's what makes me happy, actually, because I'm not perfect. That's why I have to be a perfectionist.
And it's when you really love what you're doing as well, isn't it? You really love your
you
music.
really care about it and you want it to be perfect.
So you're going to perform Prima Donna for us in Studio 10 for Total
Yes.
Access. Tell me about this song.
It's about wanting to be adored, coincidentally, after the heartbreak.
Needy.
And what else? It's kind of like some of my songs, they kind of channel character types, female stereotypes, like the home wrecker and the prima donna, and that's the way in which I discuss like experiences, because I think it's easier to do it through characters. So it's like the prima donna is a character of Electra Heart.
I get that.